Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Part 1. The Boy Who Lived. Harry Potter was a small boy who lived with his aunt and uncle. Their names were Vernon and Petunia Dursley. They also had a son named Dudley, who was bigger and stronger than Harry. Harry's life at home was very hard. He slept in a tiny cupboard under the stairs. He wore old, torn clothes, and he did all the chores in the house. The Dursleys did not like him. They treated him unfairly and never showed him love. Harry did not know much about his parents. He believed they had died in a car accident when he was a baby. He felt lonely and sad because he had no family who cared about him. Despite this, Harry was brave and kind. Sometimes strange things happened around him, though he did not understand them. For example, once the glass of a snake cage at the zoo disappeared, and the snake got out. Harry did not know how it happened. Animals seemed to notice him, and people acted strangely around him, but he could not explain it. Life at school was not easy either. Harry often got into trouble, even though he did not mean to. Other children at school were cruel, and teachers did not always believe his side of the story. Still, Harry had a strong spirit. He was curious, clever, and determined. Even when people were unkind to him, he never gave up completely. Deep down, he hoped for a better life, though he did not know it was about to change. One day, Harry received a strange letter. It was delivered by an unusual method. First, letters came in normal envelopes, but the Dursleys took them away. Then, more letters arrived, and the Dursleys grew worried. The letters were from a place called Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. They were addressed to Harry Potter. Vernon Dursley became angry and tried to stop Harry from reading the letters, but no matter what they did, more and more letters came. Finally, the Dursleys ran away with Harry to a small house on a lonely island, hoping the letters would not reach him. Yet, even there, one giant figure came to find Harry. This giant was Rubeus Hagrid, the keeper of keys at Hogwarts. Hagrid was enormous and friendly. He had a long beard and wore big, worn-out boots. Hagrid was kind to Harry and told him something that would change his life forever. Harry was not a normal boy. He was a wizard, just like his parents. Hagrid explained that Harry had survived a dangerous attack from a dark wizard named Lord Voldemort when he was a baby. Voldemort had killed Harry's parents, but somehow, Harry had survived. Because of this, Harry was famous in the wizarding world. Everyone knew him as the Boy Who Lived. Hagrid took Harry to a secret place called Diagon Alley. This was a magical street where witches and wizards could buy everything they needed. Harry had never seen anything like it. Shops sold magical wands, flying broomsticks, cauldrons, and potions. Wizards and witches in long robes walked everywhere. Owls flew freely, delivering letters and packages. Harry was amazed and a little nervous. For the first time in his life, he felt like he belonged somewhere. Hagrid bought him everything he needed for school. Harry also met a snowy owl and named her Hedwig. She would become his loyal companion. As Harry explored Diagon Alley, he learned more about his past. He discovered that his parents had been brave and talented wizards. He also found out that he had inherited some of their magical abilities. People treated him with respect and looked at him with admiration, which was a completely new experience for Harry. He felt excited, but also scared. Voldemort's name was whispered by everyone, and Harry realized that danger still existed in the world. But for now, he felt hope. He had new friends to meet, new skills to learn, and a new life beginning. That night, Harry went to sleep in a proper bed for the first time in years. He dreamed of Hogwarts, of magic, and of a life where he could be safe and happy. Little did he know, his adventure was just beginning, and soon he would face challenges, make friends, and discover secrets that would change him forever. Part 1. Summary Notes for Language Learners. New vocabulary: wizard, cupboard, broomstick, owl, survive, dark wizard, magical grammar focus. Past tense, simple sentences, descriptive clauses. Learning tip. Try to retell this part in your own words to practice past tense and storytelling. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Part 2. The Journey to Hogwarts. After shopping in Diagon Alley, the summer passed quickly. Harry stayed with the Dursleys, but now everything felt different. He knew he was a wizard, and this secret gave him strength. The Dursleys were still unkind, but they could not stop what was coming. Harry waited excitedly for the 1st of September, the day he would go to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. On the morning of September 1st, Hagrid helped Harry reach King's Cross Station in London. Harry looked for platform 9 3/4, but he could not find it. He felt confused and nervous. Then he noticed a family with red hair speaking about Hogwarts. This was the Weasley family. The mother, Mrs. Weasley, kindly explained how to reach the hidden platform. Harry ran toward the wall between platforms 9 and 10, and suddenly, he was through. On the other side, a bright red train waited for him. The Hogwarts Express. On the train, Harry met new people who would change his life. First, he met Ron Weasley, a tall boy with red hair and freckles. Ron came from a big wizarding family, but he felt poor and unsure of himself. Harry and Ron quickly became friends. They shared snacks, stories, and laughter. Harry enjoyed Ron's company and felt happy for the first time with someone his own age. Later, a girl named Hermione Granger entered their train compartment. She had bushy brown hair and spoke with confidence. Hermione was very intelligent and had already read many school books. At first, Ron found her annoying because she talked too much and corrected him often. Harry was polite but quiet. Still, Hermione left a strong impression. It was clear she was brave and clever, even if she did not know how to make friends yet. During the train ride, Harry also met Draco Malfoy, a pale boy from a rich wizarding family. Draco spoke badly about other students and believed some families were better than others. He offered his friendship to Harry, but Harry refused. Harry did not like Draco's proud and cruel behavior. This moment marked the beginning of a long rivalry. When the train arrived at Hogwarts, it was already dark. The students were welcomed by Hagrid and taken across a lake in small boats. As Harry looked up, he saw Hogwarts Castle for the first time. It was huge, ancient, and beautiful, with towers and lights shining in the night. Harry felt amazed. He knew this place would become his home. Inside the castle, the students gathered in a large hall called the Great Hall. Candles floated in the air, and the ceiling looked like the night sky. It was time for the sorting ceremony. Each new student had to wear the sorting hat, a magical hat that decided which house they would join. The 4 houses were Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. When it was Harry's turn, he felt nervous. The sorting hat spoke inside his mind. It saw that Harry was brave but also curious and thoughtful. The hat suggested Slytherin, but Harry strongly asked not to go there. After a moment, the hat shouted, "Gryffindor!" The table of Gryffindor students cheered loudly. Ron was also placed in Gryffindor, and later, Hermione joined them too. That night, Harry lay in his new bed in the Gryffindor dormitory. He thought about everything that had happened, the train, the castle, the friends he had made. For the first time in his life, he felt safe and hopeful. Hogwarts was not just a school. It was a place where Harry truly belonged. If you enjoyed this story and want to continue learning the full Harry Potter summary in simple and clear English, like this video to support the channel, subscribe and turn on the bell for the next parts. Comment below. Continue the story. Your support helps us create more powerful English learning content for you. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Part 3. First Classes and Hidden Secrets. Harry's first days at Hogwarts were exciting and confusing. Everything was new. The moving staircases, the talking portraits, and the magical lessons. Harry felt both happy and a little afraid, but he was ready to learn. On the first morning, Harry, Ron, and Hermione went to their classes. Their first lesson was Transfiguration with Professor McGonagall. She was strict, but fair. She taught them how to change one object into another. The lesson was difficult, but Harry respected her immediately. He could see that she was strong, intelligent, and kind in her own serious way. Next, they had charms with Professor Flitwick, a small and friendly teacher. He taught them how to make objects move using magic words. Hermione was very good at this class. She studied hard and always knew the correct answer. Ron sometimes felt jealous, but Hermione only wanted to help. Then came the class Harry feared most, potions, taught by Professor Snape. From the first moment, Snape disliked Harry. He spoke coldly and asked Harry difficult questions in front of the class. Harry could not answer, and Snape made him feel small and uncomfortable. Harry did not understand why Snape hated him so much, but he felt it strongly. Ron and Hermione noticed it too. In defense against the dark arts, they met Professor Quirrell, a nervous man who stuttered when he spoke. He seemed afraid of many things and avoided eye contact. Harry found him strange but did not think too much about it. Outside the classroom, Hogwarts life was just as interesting. Harry discovered that he was very good at flying on a broomstick. During a flying lesson, he showed natural talent and speed. Professor McGonagall was impressed and made Harry the youngest seeker in Gryffindor's Quidditch team in many years. Quidditch was a popular and exciting sport played on flying broomsticks. Harry felt proud and confident. During one night, Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Draco Malfoy broke school rules and walked through the castle after dark. They were punished and sent to the Forbidden Forest, a dangerous place full of magical creatures. Inside the forest, Harry felt something dark and evil. He saw a hooded figure drinking unicorn blood. This frightened Harry deeply. He later learned that drinking unicorn blood keeps someone alive, but at a terrible cost. After this experience, Harry started to think more seriously. Something dangerous was happening at Hogwarts. He, Ron, and Hermione noticed a three-headed dog guarding a trapdoor in the school. They believed it was protecting something very important. Hermione discovered that the object was connected to a powerful magical stone called the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry realized that Hogwarts was not only a place of learning, it was also a place of secrets, danger, and choices. And somehow, he felt that he was part of a much bigger story. One that had already begun. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Part 4. Quidditch, Suspicion, and the Sorcerer's Stone. As the weeks passed, Harry began to enjoy life at Hogwarts more and more. He felt proud to be a Gryffindor and happy to have real friends. One of the most exciting parts of his new life was Quidditch. Harry played his first Quidditch match as the Seeker for Gryffindor. The stadium was full, and students from all houses were watching. Harry felt nervous, but once the game started, everything felt natural. He flew fast and focused only on one thing: the golden snitch. Suddenly, his broom began to shake wildly. Harry almost fell. Hermione noticed something strange. She saw Professor Snape staring at Harry and moving his lips. Hermione believed Snape was using dark magic on Harry's broom. She ran toward him and knocked him over. At the same time, Harry's broom stopped shaking. Harry caught the golden snitch and won the game. Gryffindor cheered loudly. From that moment, Harry, Ron, and Hermione believed even more strongly that Snape was dangerous and wanted to harm Harry. Soon after, the three friends learned more about the Sorcerer's Stone. They discovered that it was created by Nicholas Flamel, a very old wizard. The stone had special powers. It could turn metal into gold and make a potion that gives eternal life. Harry understood why someone would want to steal it. Such power could be very dangerous in the wrong hands. Harry began to have strange feelings. He felt that the dark figure he saw in the Forbidden Forest was connected to the stone. He also felt that this danger was connected to his past. to the night his parents died. The name Lord Voldemort was still feared in the wizarding world. Most people believed Voldemort was gone, but Harry was not so sure. During Christmas, Harry stayed at Hogwarts while most students went home. He received a mysterious gift, an invisibility cloak. With it, he could walk around the castle without being seen. One night, he used the cloak and found a magical mirror called the Mirror of Erist. When Harry looked into the mirror, he saw his parents standing beside him, smiling. This made him both happy and sad. Professor Dumbledore, the headmaster, later explained the mirror's secret. It showed the deepest desire of a person's heart. Dumbledore warned Harry not to lose himself in dreams and forget to live. Harry remembered these words carefully. After Christmas, the friends became more worried. They believed that someone would soon try to steal the Sorcerer's Stone. They still suspected Snape, but things did not fully make sense. Harry felt time was running out. If they did nothing, something terrible could happen. They made a decision. They would not wait for adults anymore. They would act. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Part 5. The Forbidden Door and the First Challenge. Harry, Ron, and Hermione knew they could not wait any longer. They believed that the Sorcerer's Stone was in great danger. The school year was almost over, and something terrible was about to happen. They decided to act, even if it meant breaking the rules. Late one night, the three friends left their common room under the invisibility cloak. The castle was silent. Shadows moved along the walls, and the air felt cold. Their hearts beat fast as they walked through the dark corridors. Soon, they reached the forbidden door on the third floor. Behind it was Fluffy, the giant three-headed dog. The dog was awake and growling. Ron was terrified, but Hermione remembered something important. She played a soft tune on a flute. Slowly, Fluffy's eyes closed, and the dog fell asleep. Carefully, the children opened the trap door under Fluffy and climbed down. They fell into a strange place full of magical plants called Devil's Snare. The plant wrapped around their bodies and tried to crush them. Ron panicked and struggled, but Hermione stayed calm. She remembered that Devil's Snare hates light and heat. She used magic to create fire, and the plant slowly released them. Next, they entered a room full of flying keys. A locked door stood on the other side. Hundreds of keys flew around the room. Harry jumped onto a broom and chased the correct key. His Quidditch skills helped him. After a fast and dangerous flight, he caught the key and they opened the door. The next room was a giant chessboard. The pieces were as tall as people and moved on their own. Ron realized that this was a real game of wizard's chess. To win, they had to play and risk their lives. Ron took the role of a knight. The game was violent and loud. In the final move, Ron sacrificed himself so Harry and Hermione could move forward. Ron fell to the ground, unconscious but alive. Harry and Hermione continued, but soon they reached another challenge. A troll blocked the door. Luckily, the troll was already knocked out. Hermione stayed with Ron, while Harry moved forward alone. Harry felt afraid, but he knew he had to continue. This was bigger than rules or fear. It was about stopping evil. Harry walked into the final room, not knowing what waited for him, but ready to face it.